Good morning. Welcome to Pinky Moss Cakes, Cookies, and Candy, and otherwise known as Pinky Moss Sisters in the Kitchen. I am by myself today. Linda's at home, but that's what we do every Monday. One Monday she will cook by herself, and the next Monday I'll cook by myself. That way we don't have to travel so far. But anyway, welcome to my kitchen this morning. We're going to be doing easy 4th of July dessert. And you may not think it's so easy whenever you start putting it together. But anyway, I just kind of made this recipe up. It's a mixture of two different recipes. And I just wanted to put them together and see how they'd work. So follow along with me. I had to do some things ahead of time because the way the fruit that I'm using, it has to be cold or at least not hot. So I'm going to turn the camera a little bit closer. I have got, this is 1 pound of strawberries. I washed them and hulled them, and I've got 1/2 of Imperial Extra Fine Sugar. You know we're sponsored by Imperial Extra Fine Sugar. And so I put 1/2 cup of sugar in here. I put the sugar on the strawberries, and I've had them sitting for a while. It just kind of soaks into the strawberries. On the recipe, on the members page, I said put 1.5 cups of water. I'm going to start with 1. When I was putting this recipe up, I was mentally thinking, now how much water did I put? Because y'all know, when I normally cook, I don't measure anything. I've made this strawberry glaze before, but I never measured. So I'm putting 1 cup of water, and that may be all I need. And I don't want to have it too much because it takes too much thickening. So I'm going to put that 1 cup of water in here and let it get hot. I've already made the blueberry sauce this morning, but I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I done. I had to do one of them ahead of time. So I did the strawberry, and it's in the refrigerator cooling. So we get this, won't take it long, it'll get hot. Let me turn it up a little bit. When this starts cooking, these strawberries will get soft, and I will add my other ingredients in it. But now I will tell you how I did the blueberry. It was a little over 1 pound of blueberries, fresh blueberries. I took some of them out. I didn't use the whole pound. But like I said, the little container was more than 1 pound. So I probably used about 3/4 a pound of fresh blueberries in my sauce. And I did put 1.5 cups of water in the blueberries. And that's when I realized that it does not take that much water, especially for the blueberries. So 1 cup of water, and I put 2 tablespoons of Sure-Jell in it. After the blueberries, after I put the water in it, I put a 1/2 cup of sugar, Imperial Extra Fine Sugar, and I cooked it soft, just like what I'm doing here. Same procedure. There's just only 1 or 2 steps different with the blueberries as it is the strawberries, and I'll show you. So same thing with the blueberries. Around about 1 pound of blueberries, 1/2 cup of water, and then the 1/2 cup of sugar, and you get it hot, and it won't take it long. It starts boiling. The blueberries, they get soft quick, so it doesn't take that long to cook it. Then I put 2 tablespoons of Sure-Jell in it, and because I put too much water, that other 1/2 cup, it still wasn't thick to my liking, so I added 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in a little bowl with 2 tablespoons of water, not much at all. made sure I got it stirred up really good, and then slowly poured it into my blueberries and stirred it up. And now that it's cold, it's thick. But if I hadn't have put that extra half a cup of water, it wouldn't have taken as much thickening. So I only use 1 cup of water, a half a cup of sugar, and then you can use 2 tablespoons of either Sure-Jell, and if you don't have Sure-Jell, you can use cornstarch. The only reason I did not put cornstarch to begin with and not put the Sure-Jell is because I didn't want my blueberries to turn white. But if you don't put too much cornstarch in there, it won't. I put 2 tablespoons with 2 tablespoons of water. Now, when you cook your blueberries, it's going to be soft. It's going to be a little runny. But once you put it in the refrigerator and it gets cold, it will thicken up. And I'll show that to you. I put them in the refrigerator. See? See, it's thick. And that's what I wanted. And this and it's cold, because I could not put this on that layer hot, so I went ahead and got that cold. I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator. But I got the this is starting to get hot now. It doesn't take the strawberries or the blueberries long to get soft. I hope y'all are having a good day. Did some of y'all celebrate the 4th yesterday, over the weekend, I mean? We're going to celebrate tomorrow. It's just going to be my kids and Carla's friend and a couple of his kids is coming, and a couple of people, 2 or 3 people from my church, some of my friends are coming. We're just gonna have hamburgers. Linda's coming too, my sister. She'll be here tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna let that boil. When it starts boiling, the only oh yes, in the blueberries, I put a half a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Just make it a little tart. Okay, now this is sugar-free Jell-O. Strawberry. This is the regular Jell-O. I use this pretty often, and I don't use the whole package, so I save it. So this is actually sugar-free. You can use either one, but I'm gonna use it up first, and then whatever I don't have, I'll put it. See, that wasn't even a tablespoon. I put 3 tablespoons of strawberry Jell-O. I'm using strawberry Jell-O in the strawberries in the place of where I use the Sure-Jell or the cornstarch in the other. Okay, so that's 1. This Jell-O will make it thick. 2, 3. I use 3 tablespoons of Jell-O, strawberry Jell-O. And it will get thick. I'm going to smash the strawberries up just a little bit. I don't want them completely smashed, but I just want them soft. All right, I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. I'm gonna let it boil because it'll get thick. That Jell-O will make it thick. Okay, and I'm also I'm gonna put a teaspoon of strawberry extract in here too, but I'm gonna wait till I get it off of the burner from cooking. Now I'm not gonna cook that too long. I just want it to cook a little bit. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because I don't want to cook it too long. And then I'm going to set it aside and let it stop boiling. And I don't want to put this, I'm going to put it in a pie plate to put in the refrigerator to cool. I'm not going to be able to, the pie plate ain't going to hold all of it. So what I'm going to do is,
sure smells good.
That blueberry smelled good this morning too. I'm gonna just take out that's a little bit too much juice. I took out because my pie plate's not gonna hold all this. I took the strawberries that was left in the boiler that wouldn't fit in the fry pan and took it out and put it in the pie pan, and that leftover broth, I'm just gonna pour it over my dessert. And that pie plate is hot. I didn't think about that. This morning I used it and it didn't do that. Well, I'm gonna have to let it cool a minute. I'm gonna wipe my counter off here. You know, I'm gonna have a blueberry stained dish towel and strawberry. Okay, I'm gonna get another pie plate to put that in because I don't want to burn my hand. I'm putting this in the freezer. So I put it in another pie pan and I'm gonna put this in the freezer. I've made a space to lay it flat in the freezer. Put that in there. Oops. That freezer door ain't gonna open far enough. Oh well. I managed. That might not be the proper thing to do, to put that hot in that freezer, but I'm putting it in there on my shelf. So now, I got one. Oh no, I'm gonna do this other first. I forgot. I tried to get this in order, so because of the cooling. Now I'm gonna make the crust. And that is 2 cups of crushed graham crackers. Now, you can buy them, you can buy the graham cracker crumbs, or you can take graham crackers and beat them up and with a, put them in a Ziploc bag and then do a rolling pin over. Any way you want to crush them, put them in the food processor. But I've got breadcrumbs, so I put 2 cups, 1/4 a cup of sugar. So let me stir that. I'm gonna stir that sugar in with my, and I'm using our Cool and Serve. This is actually the tray that you put your ice packs in, but I'm wanting a deeper pan, so I'm putting it in the thing that you put your ice packs in, and I'm gonna put the ice packs in the 9 by 13 inch pan, because it fits, and then put this on top of it. Works. I'm just switching pans so I can have a deeper pan for the dessert, because the actual pan that you make the dessert in is thinner. It's not as thick, not as deep. And I'm gonna heat that a little bit more. I'm melting 1 stick of butter that goes in this. 1 stick of butter.
Did you put the strawberry extract in?
Nope, I didn't. I'll put that strawberry in there when that cools. I'm not going to open that up until it's cool. But no, I did not. But I put the strawberry extract in there last because I don't want it to cook out. I will Carla remind me when I take the strawberry out of the freezer to put the strawberry. Now this is a stick of melted butter. It's something about doing this on camera. If I was doing it and not talking, I wouldn't forget. But I do forget. So, and I'm just mixing this.
It's harder than what people think. I can promise you
Yeah,
that.
it is. It is, for sure. Or it is for me. Might not be for everybody. But anyway, I gotta mix this up good. The butter.
You did a great job, Mom.
Oh, well, thank you, Carla. That's sweet. Just have to keep mashing it till you get all the crumbs coated with the butter. And then we'll just mash it out on the bottom. This is a no bake. Making the sauces is really the hardest part of the whole. I told Carla this morning, I said, I just named this 4th of July easy dessert. Some of y'all may not think it's so easy making both of those sauces, but you can use that sauce, the recipe of that sauce, on a lot of things, on your ice cream, or just a piece of cake, or anything. I make strawberry pies like that with the strawberry jello. Okay, I believe I've got them all. Got it all soaked. And so I'm just going to mash it on the bottom. Just mash it flat. That's a thick crust. But I don't want it to go upside. I'm going to get a spatula to do that. That cup is flatten it out with the spatula. It's a little bit different from if you're making a pie, because on a pie you want the crust to go up the sides. I don't want it to go up the sides. This is just on the bottom. So just get that crust patted down good. That sugar and that butter together will make it harden. And I'm going to also put this in the refrigerator and let it harden because the butter was a little warm. So I want this to harden. This is a dessert we're having tomorrow. One of them. And so it all comes with the lid and everything that I can put in the refrigerator.
I will definitely be eating that.
And also, I have the ice packs in the freezer, so I can use them for this dessert tomorrow, so it'll stay cool. All right, now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it get cool. Take something out. Didn't realize that the tray was bigger than what I thought. Okay, now I'm going to get my, now we'll do the filling part of it. This is a new bottle of whipping cream. I'm putting 2 cups of whipping cream. Let's see, I don't want to use that. Here it is, use the water one. I'm making a lot of Cool Whip so I can have some left. Put this in here. 2 cups. I gotta get a spatula to get that out. And Linda, she had to go to get maintenance on her car this morning. So I'm not sure whether she's able to watch or not, but she said she's going to try. I'm going to whip it on the let's see here. I'll make sure that I tell y'all right. On the cream cheese, yes, a half a cup. That's what I thought. Half a cup of Imperial powdered sugar. I'm going to put my guard on here. Half a cup of powdered sugar in there. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of strawberry extract. Now this, while the whipping cream is whipping, I'm going to mix an 8-ounce block of cream cheese that's been softened. I'm going to put a fourth a cup of Imperial extra fine sugar in 1 stick of softened cream cheese. What is that? Well, it may be too noisy to run both of these. I'm having problems with my. Oh, I'm trying to get in there wrong. Okay. I'm gonna beat my cream cheese and sugar. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of regular vanilla extract in my cream cheese. Huh? Oh, well, thank y'all. Pardon? Okay. Yeah, the mixer's going, and I took these beaters off, but I'm gonna put it back on there because I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna stir it. I don't want to do it. Hi. Carla's here today. We're always enjoy her coming. You whip that whipped cream. This mixer is 3.30. Is how long you mix the Cool Whip. one. Okay. I'm only using half of this Cool Whip. This is 2 cups of whipping cream, but I'm only going to use half of this in this mixture. So I'm going to put half of this in there. I'm not measuring it. I'm just going to half it. Just going to mix it in with this. And this is what goes on the graham cracker crust. Okay. This out of the way. This doesn't have to be in the refrigerator that long. I just wanted to kind of cool off from that butter. I just made a mess there. Where's my rag? Let me get my rag. I dropped some of that Cool Whip. Okay. You make a layer. This is that mixture that I just mixed up, the Cool Whip and the cream cheese. And like I said, this is a combination of 2 different desserts. I do that a lot of times. You think, that'd be good with that. So I'm putting them together. It makes a pretty dessert. Linda got me a little sayings, a little box of cards that has little sayings on it, and so I picked one up this morning. I'm gonna tell you what it says when I get this smoothed out. Just kind of get it even. This you want it to where you can see it on the sides. So if you don't get it, if you don't push it over to the sides, you won't be able to see that it has. It's kind of like a layered. You know, I don't know if some of y'all have seen that or not. Some people have made this and called it a layered fruit lasagna, but it's not exactly that way. But it has the same procedure of layering. Okay, I could just keep on layering, but I'm not going to. Where's my little card? Here it is. It says 2 men looked from behind prison bars. One saw mud and the other saw stars. So see, it's kind of in life, it's kind of the way you look at your problems. You know, there's always something good that you could see out of something that you're going through that doesn't seem so pleasant at the times. So it just kind of depends on how you look at your life situations and problems and trials. I don't want that to get... Oh, okay, so now I'm putting my blueberries on there. And this is why that I went ahead and made the blueberry filling first. It's because now I'm putting the blueberry filling on. I may not use all this. Like I said, I kind of make this dessert up, and I think I will use it all. But you have to let it get cold. I don't get it all out, I'll eat it. It won't go to waste. Okay, so just layer your blueberry filling in here now. And you could bought store-bought blueberry pie filling and done this if you wanted to, but I didn't do it. I didn't want to buy it already made. I wanted to do it myself. Show y'all how to do it. Now, if you, whenever you put your blueberries on to cook, be sure and just add 1 cup of water, and you don't have to put. And if you don't think, if you think it's too thin, even after you put the sure gel in it, or you can use clear gelatin. Same thing. It's the same thing. Now this next step is where it's different. Triple that. Now I'm going to move this out of the way because I've got to show you what I've got over here. Now this is where you could use a sponge cake, a pound cake, or make a cake. I made a cake this morning and got it cool. I didn't make it in a 9 by 13 inch pan. I forgot to get it out, and I didn't want to disturb anybody to get it out. So I made muffins. I made 6 big muffins, and then this a 9 by 9 inch pan. This is what this is. I made it from a white cake mix. I added an extra egg to it. I put instead of putting water, I put milk. I put I think it's 1.5 cups of milk. It calls whatever's on the box 1.5, I believe is what it said. I used milk instead, and then I put a box of instant cheesecake pudding in it. So that's what this cake is. And I'm halving this cake. I do not want the whole thickness of that cake in my dessert for today. So I've got this cake slicer. I've had this thing for so long, I can't even tell you how long I've had it. But you adjust both ends to make it level, and I'm just gonna do it this way. So I did it where it be half, and I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna half it, and that way you get it even. I have cut cakes. I have sliced cakes with knives before, but I really don't do a good job of getting it even, level. But this one, so now I'm going to take my cake, put it on there, and then I knew because I did it in a 9 by 9 that I was going to have to cut this other half. So now I'm going to cut it in half. Might be too big. I'll get it this way. So that's how I did it. But I use, if you cook your cake in a 9 by 13 inch pan, you wouldn't have to piece it like I did. But it doesn't matter. If you're doing a sponge cake, you're going to have to piece it together anyway. So now I'm going to move this. I got to check my strawberry. strawberry hasn't gotten thick. If I hadn't been doing this on camera, I probably would have added a tablespoon of cornstarch before I put it in there, because I kind of thought that it was too thin, but you know, sometimes you don't really know for sure. So I know it will get thicker if I had time to let it get colder, but I don't. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to, let me get a spoon. I'm gonna poke holes in this cake. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I can find something round. It doesn't matter, you poke holes in whatever you want to in it. I'm gonna just poke holes. I'm not going all the way down with this spoon. I'm just doing it a little ways. And I'm gonna put this strawberry on top of it. So it's gonna go down in the holes. I really had preferred this to be thicker. So like I said, if I was doing this, I would have put cornstarch in it. I can't always remember what I've done before when I'm making something. Because I've made this strawberry glaze, I don't know how many times.
Did you do the extract?
No. I'm gonna add a little extra, a little bit of strawberry in this I got left here. It's not something you have to put in there because it's got the strawberry flavor, but it's okay. I put it in there.
They keep reminding me.
I know it. Y'all all know how I am. But anyway, like I said, I really, really had preferred this strawberry to be thick like my blueberry. That's one reason I did the blueberry ahead of time. I tried to rush on the strawberry. I would add probably 2 tablespoons of cornstarch besides my Jell-O. So I'm gonna have to go back and change that recipe. I'm not gonna put all of this juice in here. I'm just gonna try to get all my strawberries on there, because I don't want it to be completely soaked. I guess I should have made the strawberry at a time too, and then I would have known. I wouldn't have been trying to rush.
I bet it's gonna be delicious.
Oh,
anyhow.
it'll be good. It just won't be as pretty as if, but I'm gonna cover it up so you can't see it anyway. But I had a little bit of juice left that I didn't put in here in the refrigerator, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm not gonna do it now, but I will cook this again and add probably a tablespoon of I'll put it back in there now. And I will, all this good strawberry syrup, I will probably put a tablespoon of cornstarch in it and make it a little thicker, make it jelly, like jelly. All right, not so pretty because I got my strawberry was too thin, but that's, I'm leaving that. And then now I'm going to put my Cool Whip on top of this. And that was another reason that I saved some Cool Whip. Just spread it. I'm going to put my spreader. I wasn't for sure how much Cool Whip to make, so I just did 2 cups. If you want to do more, if you want more Cool Whip on top, well then just do you 3 cups of milk. Because it'll be good. And like I said, I just kind of made, this is two different desserts put together, y'all. If it was just one dessert, it'd be cake and strawberry, but I wanted to add the blueberries in there, so that's the reason that I called it what I did instead of just strawberries. And to make it fancy, I would have, like I said, I would have made more Cool Whip. Okay, let me see. There is a little bit more Cool Whip in here. Get it all on there. I made a brownie one time, and everybody was wanting to know how I did it, and I couldn't even remember what all I put in it, because when I cook, I just add stuff. I never realized that I didn't know the measurements. This was before we ever started doing videos. One of my granddaughters called me one day and wanted to know how I made a certain dish, and I don't remember what dish it was, but when I started telling, I thought to myself, I don't know how many cups or what. I knew what was in it, but I couldn't remember the cup. So I was aware of that before we started doing these videos, that that I don't measure. But I've been doing it now, or trying to get better at it. It'll be a good summer dessert, regardless. All right. I don't know what I did with my rag. Here it is. That's it right there. But now I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to slice up these strawberries. I don't want to put that on that stove. This is another pound of strawberries that I washed and hulled, and I'm gonna let's see here. I have to figure out which way I want to slice them. Well, it would be good to take that off. I'm gonna slice some strawberries and put on top of it. Add a little more decorations to it. I guess I'll do a few more. These little cup slicers are so nice to have. Sure saves a lot of time whenever you're cutting strawberries or grapes. Okay, now let me get them out of the way. I didn't cut up all of them. I'm going to put, I'll put it over here on this side. I'm going to put some, this is washed blueberries that I had left. I seen this on the internet, so I thought, well, I will try it. I honestly have not ever done this before, trying to make the flag, but it's just decorations. That's whatever your choice is. Just make it pretty. I'm not counting these either. I'm not counting it's not going to be the right amount that's on a flag. So I'm just, Linda's My sister's a lot better at this. I just put it on there. But it doesn't matter. I'm just, I'm doing it for fun. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Have fun in the kitchen? That's what I do. I just have fun in the kitchen. And I've been in the kitchen since 5 o'clock this morning. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna put on there. And then I'm just gonna do my strawberries. I hope that I put them on there right. I like to make things pretty. I always have. I like to set the table pretty. I've always liked, my kids calls it fancy, but it's not really fancy. It's just I like to make things pretty. Turn that one around right. You may have a better way of doing this. You do it however you want to. It's your dessert. That way you can get a fresh strawberry with your slice. And if you want a strawberry pie or a blueberry pie, you can use that same recipe. But just be sure and get it thick enough. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I don't think, is it, I may have room to put another, no, I'm not gonna put another row on it. You wipe my hands. You wipe my hands off. My hands have done gotten sticky. Here's my 4th of July dessert. I will be putting this in the refrigerator and saving it for tomorrow. You wipe the sides off. Make sure we got it clean. Now I'm going to show you the pan. See, this is the dish that you're supposed to put the dessert in. See how it's thinner than this? But my trays are in the refrigerator. The trays are in the freezer, I meant. Now, tomorrow, now this, like I said, I have reversed these. And you put, they will fit in either one of these lids. And now, my dessert will stay cool on the table. And put this lid on it. And that's how I will serve it on the table, and it will stay cold. But like I said, I reversed it. I reversed the containers, so you can use either one of the containers. And I will put this back in the freezer, these little things, and put my lid on it. And this will go in the freezer. I'm not going to cut it here today because this is going to be my dessert for tomorrow. But we'll be doing a live tomorrow, Linda and I here, and we'll be making another dessert in the morning that we're going to have for our little lunch, 4th of July lunch. And come back tomorrow at 10 o'clock, same time, and Linda and I both will be here together, and we'll be making another little, and it will be a simple dessert. So we'll do a simple dessert tomorrow, and that'll be our 2 desserts for our luncheon for the 4th of July. I hope that y'all have a safe and enjoyable 4th of July too. So don't forget to count your blessings and know that God loves you regardless of where you're at. God, He always loves you. And we will see you. We got many, many blessings. We have freedom. Thank the Lord. And so don't forget to count your blessings and join us again tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.